Wayward Walker here, and I'm not walking. I'm actually driving, as you can probably tell. Because when I'm walking, I don't have my hands on the steering wheel, although perhaps sometimes I should. But anyway, doing something a little different today. I was going to go for an extra long hike in a state park today, but since it's right now it's raining and there's thunder showers off and on all day and lightning and all that kind of good stuff, so I decided instead, since I'm off today, just to get out, take a little ride, and show you how I find interesting places to take my hikes. There's actually a couple of different ways. One way is I'll look online and look at maps and stuff and see things that may be marked and look like they'd be interesting, and I'll find them that way. Or sometimes I just kind of randomly go out and ride around, or ride on when I'm working or something. I go places. I'm always looking to see what might be there, out there. For example, last week I came across this totally random little dirt road and found myself an old house foundation and a barn and foundation and all kinds of neat stuff that never knew was there. So I either do two different things when I'm doing that. I either go to try to find a specific place where I think something might be when I'm driving around, or I just drive. So the first place I'm going today is to a place that I want to see if there's access to it. I mean, I know what is there, but I don't know if I can get to it to walk on it and film it. Kind of a piece of railroad history and local railroad history, I guess. The railroad that was never finished, the Southern New England Railroad, commonly known as the Grand Trunk Railroad, which is around here. It was built through here, but it was never finished. And the common misconception is that the reason it was never finished was because of the person that was sort of in charge of the railroad company, which was the Canadian National, or the Grand Trunk Railroad, died on the Titanic, and that's why it was never finished. But that's not actually true. So, well, he did die on the Titanic. As far as I know, he's still dead, but that's not why it ended. But anyway, so I'm going to drive right now. I'm out in Brimfield, and I'm going to, as I said, take kind of a ride around here, and I want to see where it was cut through. It was going to be a very large, very high crossing. They had to do that in order to get to cross over the Boston and Albany Railroad, because it would have been the New Haven at that time, but because they did not want, they were not going to let them put a road crossing, so they were going to have to build this very large bridge, which required going up a hill and making a grade through it, on the side of this hill. And I'm not sure exactly what's up there. You can kind of see it from the road, but I'm going to see if I can actually get up there and find it. So I'm going to pause you right now, flip you around, be right back. We'll see what happens. Now, so what I'm also doing is, I've never been up this road, but I'm looking to see if there's any side roads, like old roads that might be here. Like, for example, let's look over there. I don't see anything. A lot of times when you see these turnoffs or something, there could be a road there. Somebody may or may not have been there for a reason. Usually when there's a road, it goes somewhere. Otherwise there wouldn't have been a road. That makes sense? Makes sense to me. Alright, so I'm going to keep going down this road. When I somewhere up here. I'm going to be able to take a right. It's going to go right along the ridge, the base of the ridge, according to my research. I've looked at the maps, old maps, new maps, trail maps, satellite maps, and like I said, you can kind of see the outline of it on some of the satellite maps. I would have to assume that it's still there, where they actually cut along the side. So, like I said, what I'm trying to find, I know there is some power lines that would take me up there, but you know, I don't like going up power lines because they're usually pretty well just one way up. But we'll see. Who knows? So I'm just heading down this little road here. I don't know how this video is going to come out, but I had to get out of the house. I thought this would be kind of interesting to do. So, alright, this looks like where I want to turn. Drive through the wilds of Brimfield. That would look kind of interesting over there. Now you might just saw a road on my right, but it's kind of too worn. I have a feeling there wouldn't be any. Well, I shouldn't say that because there could be something interesting. There's a lot of gravel taken out here, so it looks like it's all been logged. There's some very thick pine woods down there. Stop over here so you can see. It goes straight down. There almost looks like it could be a road. No, and I always look see if there's any, if it's posted. There's nothing posted there. There's a house down there somewhere. It's all secluded. Yes, there's a trespassing sign on that one. So, again, I'm just going to keep going. One side I was posted, the other side is the other side that I'm interested in, mostly. So, also, the thing I try to look for is a place where I'm going to be able to park without being in anybody's way or cause any kind of problems. Because, you know, I just like to be calm. Alright, so I am back 120. So that was not where I thought it was going to take me. So I'm going to go up, take the next right, and see what we can find. So if you hold on a while, I'll be back. Alright, so I'm still out here. Let me fix you a little bit here. This is not working the way I want it to. But anyway, and I'm out in the woods. It's definitely just gonna go by. It's very thickly wooded on my right hand side, but I just looked at the map and the topo map, and you can see the outline of what I'm pretty sure was the grade on the topo map, and I've actually passed it. So. But I still want to shoot out here. There's a nice wall over there on the right. I haven't really found like a, looks like a gas pipeline that I could possibly go up at some point. Fortunately, this is kind of far out for me if I'm working, you know, when I have time in the middle of the day for me to be able to come up here. This way to walk, so that's why if I can find where this railroad bed is, or access to it, and find some other thing down here, I can spend the day out here walking, or I can go over across the way to the Brimfield State Forest, which is I've been to before. I haven't videotaped it, but very nice. It's a very large wall. Let's go back here. Beep, beep, beep. Back up the line. get out here. Look like a road. Very large wall. I'll pause it for a minute. As you can see, that's a pretty thick wall there. Doesn't look like it was a building. And it goes up here. And it's on the other side of the road too. I think it was a foundation. I don't know. It's a gate. And here. It's a stream. A wall alongside that. Very large boulders up there. It's got a dirty look from one of the neighbors, so I'm not going to go in there, but you can see there's the house. That's interesting. I can drive up there someday when there's no leaves. Yeah, I can see. I don't know if there's something in there or not. I'll have to tell right now. Alright, there we go. And there is the foundation of, I believe, to be an old barn right over here. It's almost, well, I just saw where the brook was there with those walls. It's almost directly across. A little further up on the side of the street. You see down right down there is that other wall. So somebody, for some reason, built this. It's not straight. I don't think it's a foundation. It's just a retaining wall. And let's see what's up here. Wow. Goes all the way over here. This is the foundation. So there was a foundation here. So you can kind of see a little bit. That's square. And the ditch over here. So this could have been a mill. Let's see. Pretty deep. Looks like some spillway or something that came in here. Don't see anything going out of it though. There's a large wall which is connected to the other one over there. It's kind of interesting. So there's a big wall there. Looks like it ends down there. There's a smaller wall there. There's another small wall over there. And then there's this outside wall. You can look at the maps. See if it says there was something here, because if this was a building, it was a very large building. And it almost looks like it was like a walkway to go down. And there's another platform down there. Very interesting. So what was this? Alright, I'm going to go back. Stop the thunder. Get my other camera, take some pictures. And I'm going to go down the bottom. Get some pictures from in there. And I'll be back when I get down there. Okay, so I'm down at the bottom part of this. Just won't be taking these still pictures since I think I just broke my camera. But as you can see, this is what it looks like from down here. That's pretty high. Get my walking stick so I can probe and don't go down any holes. A little rough. Very interesting. I just think it's way too, I don't want to say it's way too big to be a barn, but I think it's a barn. You can see I'm just going through a wall there. Another large stone underneath that wall. This flat stone here. This intrigues me. Look at the top. This is interesting as well. Wow. That's flat stone, little stones. Interesting piece of land. Let's see, the wall there. The wall over here. Well, the reason I don't think it was a barn is because it looks like the retaining kind of wall up there. It's not straight. It's kind of like almost an S. So there wouldn't have been. Well, I'm sure they could have made a barn out of it, but it wouldn't have been easy. And this rather large flat stone here. And I don't see any drill marks in it. But it is very, very flat. The wall up here. And there's many no trespassing signs, so I didn't think I'd be finding anything to walk around. It is thundering, so I'm not going to be here very long. I don't think that's a mill up there. There's some kind of game trail here, because no water going in there. There's water across the street. It doesn't look like it comes this way. I walked up to the top up there. For some reason, it's all filled with small, loose stones. And it kind of made me a little nervous walking through there. So I'm not sure what that is all about. Very interesting. A pile of stones over here. Big ones. What I'll be doing when I get home with the old maps. Walking around a circle. Oh, I don't know. Look at the size of the rectangles made with the walls. I'm assuming probably used, probably corrals or something. I think there was an actual barn. But it's hard to tell. Alright, back where I started. Very interesting. This could have been a road, I don't know. But back to the truck, move along. Okay, let's put you back on the dashboard. I'm just gonna start heading back probably home. But I'm unable to locate where that bed would be. As you can see right in front of me, it's a bridge for the CSX Railroad. And I have come across a few interesting old abandoned roads. I just haven't, I'm gonna have to research a little more, see what's up them. I didn't stop because there wasn't really any good places to stop. So still looking. I'm thinking that over to the left, on my left hand side, I mean, if there was going to be a bridge, I don't know if they actually built the trestle or not. There's a book about the railroad. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but it was written about the Grand Trunk South New England Railroad. There's a picture on the front cover of an artist's rendition of what it would have looked like, this big trestle crossing thing. But that's all there is. I just looked at other pictures from the Grand Trunk. I can't find anything that would, that depicts it. So I don't know if there was a trestle built there, an abutment built there, or if it was just the grade that was built through there. And I guess I'm not even 100% certain that that's the grade, but I'm pretty sure it is, because the grade was, looks nice too. The grade was built pretty much the whole way, what I understand. The tracks were never laid, the grade was. No bridges were ever built other than some construction bridges that they used, for the trains to go over and dump fill, that kind of stuff. And that's probably the only rail that was ever laid as well. So, but anyway, so I don't know where it would come out. I've looked and looked at the other side of Route 32, which I'm probably going to get down there just to see. This is where I already came by, right? Yep. Cross over this side, get on Route 20, go to Route 32. Follow that down a little bit. See if I see where it crossed. That might help me some. And I'm looking for it. I don't think I've ever found it. Try. That's what we do. And let's see. A little more in that way too. Railroad tracks, see if there's any interesting things. Well, I was going to say so I can take some pictures, but obviously I can't do that now. Although with my phone. That makes me mad. However, I suppose I could get a new camera now, but I really don't want to. I like my camera. Anyway, places that fix them. Research. Anyway, okay, so I'm coming back down here. I'm going to get out to Route 20, go down 32, whatever road this is that I'm coming to, just to check out what's there. And I'm probably going to turn around, go back over to where the power lines are, and see if I can, if there's a trail that goes up there. It's probably a dirt bike trail or something. I may end up having to move that way around, so I won't be doing it today. Let sketchy. Anyway, pause you. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and if it looks like I'm on the same road I am. Just went around in a circle. The other thing I can't seem to find, and I saw it one time, but I don't know what it was. It's so green and leafy out here that you really can't see anything in the trees. But supposedly there was a railroad depot called the West Brimfield Depot on the B&A Railroad, which is the CSX now. And I tried to find it one day, and I don't think there was anything left of the depot. And there may not have been an actual building there, it might just been a stop. But there was what I believed was a remains of a coal trestle. So I'm just kind of looking for that as well. I didn't see it, but this area is going to have to be explored again. When I can see what's out here better. But I think it's further back that way where it was before. This is the only place that the railroad has ever gone through Brimfield, so it has to be up this road I just got off somewhere. But anyway, now I'm just also thinking about the abutment. And I don't think they would have ever built the abutment, only because if they had, it would still be there. You cannot see it look through. I've come through here many times in all kinds of weather and conditions and seasons, and I've never seen a large abutment that it would have been. So I don't know, but I am going to head back one more place, except to where the power lines are. See if there's a trail that would take me up there. But this is, again, I'm just doing this to show you kind of what I do and how I find places. Like what I'll do when I get home too is, I said I saw a couple of old abandoned roads. Some of the logging roads. But there was one interesting one that I'm not sure what it was, so I will, I'll look at my maps. See what's up there, look at the satellite maps, see if there's any houses or anything up there, because if there is, then I usually don't like to go up there. Because you never know. Now, that's interesting. I also went up Route 32 and I couldn't see anything on that side. That again, that's so grown in. One day I found it once, and I've seen it again. So, but anyway, up to Porsche again, and if I don't find anything, this will probably be it. I'll be back. One way or the other. Because I like to be back. We'll see you in a little while. Alright, so I don't know if you can see it, but there is power lines. There is a road, which obviously has been used by dirt bikes. I don't see any trespassing signs, no trespassing signs. Which, since it does go through a little yard there. But looks like right up here. Put you back on my. It does look like there is a place right in front of me. You can see those stones right by the sign. Up there. I have to think about that. Park there without too much trouble, I think. just because I'm out now, I'm gonna just take another ride. Route 32. Yeah, I don't really feel like it. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna sign off. Head home. So that means I'm gonna turn around, head back. Well, actually, on my way back, I will show you because I did not show you when I got there. I'll show you where I crossed Route 20. There's actually another thing I want to look at too. Another thing I've talked about in some of my videos is the Worcester Consolidated Railroad, which was the old trolley lines, and they did come out this way. And supposedly there is a bridge, an old trolley bridge in Brimfield, and I know where the bridge is. I don't know if it's a trolley bridge or not, but no, let's go take a look at it closer and take pictures. Oh wait, I can't, but we'll look at it anyway. So let me here so I can turn around, and I will be back to you when I find something to show you. So hang in there. Alright, I'm back. By the way, that was Route 67, not Route 32. I said I was on 32, just change that. If you can see up ahead of me, that ridge that's right in front of us, I believe that's where, I'm 90% sure, that's where the cut was being made. It was going up there. I don't know exactly how high it was, but you can almost see, I can't point it out to you because I'm driving, but it almost looks like a line where there's no trees, or the trees are smaller, like that's been cut, that goes along that ridge. So I don't know if that's it or not. I don't know how high up it is. I mean, it had to be like a 1% grade up. But it had to be pretty high because it had to cross over the river and the other railroad tracks, because those railroad tracks were there. And they wouldn't let them do a grade crossing. So in order to get to Palmer, which is where the line was going to connect with the Central Vermont line, they had to do that. There's no way they were going to be able to do it. You know, a lot of these railroads, you know, were built, and you know, whoever had the most money was the ones that won. Sometimes, you know, they could pay off people, you know, which is what the New Haven did. The same reason why they couldn't go through. The line was going from Palmer to Providence, Rhode Island, but they couldn't go. New Haven basically controlled the Connecticut legislature, so they wouldn't let them go through there, through Connecticut. So they had to make a big sweeping and a turn through Dudley and Webster. I've never been on that actual section either. Someday I'll have to go up there as well. So they had to do, you know, force them to do a lot of things, which is part of the reason why they probably never were able to finish it, because they just ended up not, you know, they spent a lot of money. They had to spend a lot of money, and you know, whether they would have ever got it back or not remains, you know, it's just speculation. But it is interesting. It's an interesting history. The Titanic Railroad by James Lowenthal. I think it's James Lowenthal. The last name is Lowenthal, and it was the Titanic Railroad. That is the name of the book, written by somebody that was local at the time. I don't know if he still lives around here or not, but he researched a lot. But you know, it's not a novel kind of book, as far as, you know, it's very technical. But if you like that kind of stuff and you're into, just, you know, into history, that kind of history, it's actually pretty interesting. I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of pictures in there. All right, so now, just before we sign off, we'll have to sign off for a little bit. So it's probably kind of boring, this video, huh? Well, not for me. All right, so we're just going to come up here, and we're going to come across where there used to be abutments, where the railroad would have crossed see we're coming up to a curve, a sharp left curve, right in front of us, where this Mill Road, I think it's called, goes off, Hollow Road. You will see, you can still, it might be hard with the greenery again, but when that road turns off, you can still see right behind that telephone pole, right there that says Hollow Road on it. That's where the abutment, the rail line came out, and then on the other, right across the other side. And you can still see kind of the grade area back there, the fill. And then it came through here. There's not really any. I've been up that way, and I've never really found any evidence of it. These fields have all been worked and everything since. So, of course, there's the world famous Brimfield Flea Market Antique Show is here. So there's not a lot to see there. Alright, so I'm going to turn you off again, and I'll be back in a little bit when I find that bridge. Okay, I'm on the final leg of my journey today, and this is, let's see in a minute, but so this, according to what I've read, was the bridge for the Worcester Consolidated Railway, also called Southbridge and Worcester, or Southbridge and Springfield. I think it was all a bunch of different railroads put together. Someday I'll do a video of that, I think. But this is, I'm on the bed. I hope you can see this because I can't see it on my screen. But so now I'm looking at it. I've never actually been on this bridge, so I'm guessing it probably could have been. Didn't have to be all that heavy, heavy duty. Wasn't like it was a freight railroad. I believe this is Millbrook. So we can look over there. We've got a picture on the side. It looks like I guess they put an oil pipeline on it, which I may or may not have known. But let's go straight that way. And then further down Route 20, there is a railroad, a rail trail, which falls along the bed of the trolley line. There's no way down there. So, yeah, you can, I'm not sure how long it is, but you can, I've been walked in, ridden on it, my bike. It's pretty interesting. And plus, paralleling that, there's also the Grand Trunk, or the Southern New England Railroad. You can kind of see the bridge over there, I think. A bit better. I can't really see my screen because of the sun. So let's go here. So I'll show you the bridge. I'm going to call it a video for today. And a chance to see it. I know what I do to find. This is a pretty old bridge in its own right here. But you can see, I hope you can see it. A little arch. I don't know what year the rail came through here, so I don't know what year the bridge was built. Oh, I did see it somewhere, a picture of it and some information about it online somewhere. I'll have to go and see if I can find that again. There's a beaver dam there or something. Right, so this is the Wayward Walker. I am done rambling for today, done wandering and walking. Oh, I didn't do much walking. And I will sign off for now. And I guess that's it. We will see you next time. Get out, enjoy your world, and explore your world. You'd be surprised what you find around you.